Well, good morning and welcome to the Presbyterian Church of Marion in Marion Center, Pennsylvania for our YouTube worship service for February 21st, 2021. I'm glad you are with us, this being the first Sunday in Lent, and I even say that with a little asterisk at the end of the sentence. I hope you can see that asterisk there. Actually, behind me, what you really see more of is a window looking outside as I record this. It looks very bright, but it's actually just cloudy and snowing out there at the moment. But getting back to Lent, Lent is a season of 40 days, not counting Sundays. It began on Ash Wednesday, that was last Wednesday. It ends on the Saturday before Easter. Lent comes from an old Anglo-Saxon word, lenten, which means lengthen, just like it sounds like, spelled differently though. And it refers to the lengthening of days after the winter, during the spring. The 40 days itself represents the time Jesus spent in the wilderness, enduring the temptations of the evil one. And of course, that is what prepared him for his earthly ministry. Lent is a time of repentance, of fasting, of preparation for the coming of Easter. It is a time of self-examination and reflection. In the early church, Lent began as a period of fasting and actually a preparation for baptism by new converts. And eventually, through time, it became a time of penitence for all Christians. Today, Christians tend to focus on our relationship with God, growing as disciples and extending ourselves, either often choosing to give up something during this time or adding something, some sort of discipline, or volunteering to do something more during this period with the hopes that that becomes a regular thing as the year goes on. Now, Sundays in Lent are not counted towards the 40 days because each Sunday represents a mini Easter. And this is why you'll see the designation of Sundays in Lent and not Sundays of Lent. On each Lord's Day in Lent, and if you're fasting, that does continue, but there's sort of this reverent spirit of Lent. We temper it a bit with some joyful anticipation of the resurrection. So today is the first mini Easter of the season of Lent, and I have a few announcements that I want to share with you. Tonight, Sunday night, Susie once again will be leading a Bible study for the senior high and junior high youths of our church. They've been continuing through the Gospel of Mark. I think she said they were well into chapter 7, maybe 8 last week, 6 p.m. tonight. And we will do things to make sure that we stay safe during these pandemic times. Last Wednesday evening, we started a Bible study via Zoom. Bible study is about the miracles of Jesus, which we will be talking about each Sunday also during Lent leading up to Easter. If you are not on our email list and you would like to participate, you need to let me know so I can get the Zoom link out to you. Also, we are spending more intentional time in prayer during our times together on Wednesday night. And if you have a prayer request of any sort, let us know. You can leave a comment here on YouTube. Go to our website and either give us a phone call or there's a way to put in a message there at the website. That's marionpress.org. Even leave a comment on our Facebook page because we would love to be praying for you and with you. If you have a concern or if you have a joy, let's celebrate some of the good things that go on even during the pandemic time, even during Lent. But what I want to tell you is we want to be praying for you. So this Lenten season, we are studying some of the miracles of Jesus as found in the Gospel of John. It's going to be a season of miracles. My question to you this morning is, are miracles still happening? And if so, have you seen one? Have you experienced one? And if so, further beyond that, would you mind sharing it with me so maybe I could share it on one of our subsequent mini Easter Sundays coming up? Let me know. All right? Now, one of the traditions here at the Presbyterian Church of Marion is to open up worship during Lent with the dampening of light. You know, you think about Advent, and it's a season where we increase the light as we get closer to Christmas because we're anticipating the birth of, the incarnation of Christ. Lent is a season, however, where we symbolize it by an ever-decreasing light as things approach his crucifixion. Light is gradually extinguished to symbolize the journey through the wilderness and towards the cross and even to the tomb. But even now, let us remember the darkness will never have the final word. So here is Amanda and Kenzie with our first Lenten reading. It's actually our first candle dampening reading.
What's a miracle?
The Pirates winning the World Series?
No, seriously, what's a miracle?
Some say it is a surprising and welcome event that is not explainable by natural or scientific laws and is considered to be divine.
Have you ever seen a miracle?
Sometimes they are hard to see.
But do they happen?
I'm sure they must.
Jesus did miracles, right?
Yes, his first one was at a wedding.
Maybe we'll see one like that someday.
Yes, but until then...
Well, friends, we are here to worship God. Let's do that together.